Hi, I deeply apologize. I'm so sorry. My network went off. Good evening. Apologies, my network went off. I am so sorry. My network went off. Good evening. Apologies. So my network went off. Okay. Hope you have had a fantastic day. And we'll start afresh. I deeply apologize. All right. My name is Dorcas, and today we'll be talking about speak and when not to speak. So please join me again every Saturday. And if you've been joining, this is me saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always joining, for always listening. Okay? Thank you. God bless you. All right. So for the past few weeks, we've been talking about silence and the power of silence. And it's very important to me that we know when to speak and when not to speak. Okay? It's very, very important. Okay? It's super important that we know when to speak and when not to speak. Really, really important. Okay? Now, to summarize what we had said, 2 or 3 Saturdays ago, we said, I think 3 Saturdays ago, we've been talking about the power of silence. And we've said that silence is power, and not a lot of people know about it. So it's important that we learn the power of silence and we learn to keep quiet. Like I gave the example of the stuff that was written in my school. Yeah. It said that even a fish, when it's quiet, does not get into trouble. So this tells me that silence is very, very important. So if you joined me after my network went off, please say hi to me. If you joined me after my network went off, say hi. And thank you for joining again. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. All right. So we said that even a fool, when he keeps quiet, is thought to be wise. We also said that a fish, when it keeps his mouth quiet, does not get into trouble. So this is me reminding us to always learn to keep quiet, that we must not say everything that comes to our mind, that, we must not reply everything somebody says, because in the end, truly, you may be doing yourself a disservice, because that could just be a trap for you to say something wrong and then somebody just holds on to it. So guys, let's learn to keep quiet, okay? Not everything must be said. No. Not everything must be said. You must not reply everything. You must not throw stone at every dog that barks at you. You don't really have to do that. Okay? You don't have to. All right. So today, how to know when to speak and when not to speak, okay? Because now we're going to be learning how to pick our battles. You are not going to be replying everything, like my friend would say, that you cannot throw stone at every dog that barks at you. If you do that, you're going to have a lot of issues. A lot of issues, okay? So, when are the best times to speak? You can speak when you have weighed what you want to say. When you have weighed what you want to say. Is it something nice you want to say? Then go ahead. But I've always remembered this thing my class teacher used to tell us in high school, that's like secondary school. He keeps saying that if you do not have anything nice to say, you should keep quiet. Okay? Keep quiet if you do not have anything nice to say. Weigh your words properly. If you have not weighed your words, please do not say anything. Keep quiet. If you have not weighed your words, if you have not thought about it very well to know, should I say this, should I not say it, please keep your mouth quiet. Now, you can talk when you know that your opinion has been sought. Like someone is seeking for your opinion, at that point it is good that you speak. And not if you have something important to say, please, you can go ahead and speak. But if you know what you have to say is not important, then please, it's advisable you keep your mouth quiet. Okay? Now, the next is that if you know your words are going to make a positive change, then it is important that you speak. If you know that your words will make an impact and lead to a positive change, then it is important that you speak. But where your words will cause injury, will cause heartache, it is advisable that you do not even speak. It is advisable you do not speak. Okay? Our words carry power. And they carry same power as our silence. Your silence carry as much power as your silence. If there's one thing we need to know, is that our words carry as much power, and so does our silence. Okay? All right. So if you're still with me, I want you to say hi in the comment section. If you're still with me, say hi in the comment section. So, like I said, we're going to be discussing when to speak and when not to speak. So, we have said a few things about when to speak. So, we'll now talk about when not to speak. Hi, Amina. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me, okay? Thank you. It's good to have you guys join me this evening. I hope your week has been fine. All right, so let's continue. So, we're talking about when not to speak. So there are times that it's not advisable to speak, right? Because you may not be saying the right thing at those times. And one of those times is when you are angered. It is not advisable to speak. The reason is simple. You are most likely going to say things you might regret. Do you want to say words you'll not be able to take back? No. So just like milk is spilled on the floor, you will not be able to pick back those words. Or when a plate is broken on the floor, like it's already into pieces, you may not be able to get into shape that broken plate. And that's why when you are angry, it is safer not to speak. It is safer not to speak, okay? 1 minute, please, guys. Let me check something. 1 minute. Okay, thank you. So, I was saying that it is important that we know the right times to speak. And one of the times we should not speak is when we are angry, when we are upset, when we are furious. It is a good time not to speak. Okay? Now, the next thing is when you you want to say something behind somebody. When you want to say something behind somebody, it's a good time not to speak, because I promise you most times that would be like gossip. So it's not a good time to speak. Okay, it is not a good time to speak. It's not a good time to speak. Sorry, my light has been off. It's not a good time to speak. Make sure you just zip it. Like, you don't really have to say anything. It's not a good time to speak. Okay. Now, the next is, if you have had a drink. For people who take those kind of drinks, those intoxicating drinks, those drinks that get you out of your mind or out of your current updated version of yourself, it is advisable that you don't say anything. Keep quiet. Like I said earlier, that even a fool, when he keeps quiet, is termed to be wise. Even a fool, when he keeps quiet, is thought to be wise. So, zip it, don't say a word, keep quiet. Okay? You must not say anything. That's not a good time to speak, because at that point, you are not in full control of yourself. At that point, you are not in full control of yourself. So it is advisable that you do not say anything. It is also wise not to say anything. It is wise to just keep quiet. Okay? Now, it is also advisable to keep quiet when you are about to ask a question that is not really a question. You know those people that, have you attended an event or a program, and those people that really must say everything? Like, they always want to talk. I don't know if you've met those kind of people. At that point, please don't talk. Please don't talk. Can you just keep quiet? Thank you. Keeping quiet will always save the day. Keeping quiet will always save the day. If you're about to ask a question that you know will not be the best, or somebody is not going to learn from it, or you're even going to make a mess of yourself and sound stupid, why would you go ahead and ask? Guys, don't bother. Just keep quiet. And then you maintain your respect. Okay? So please do not bother. Just keep quiet. All right? Now, the next time you're supposed to keep quiet is when you're going to complain and murmur. If you're a Christian here, remember that the children of Israel complained, murmured, complained, murmurings, complaints. That's something that in this year 2025, as much as you can, do away with it. It's not going to help you grow. It's not going to be a blessing to you. Do away with murmuring and complaining. It's not going to help you. You see those murmurings? No. Instead, channel your energy to something productive. Channel your energy to what will, at the end of the day, you will smile about, instead of complaining. If you cannot complain, if you cannot solve the situation, think about how in the future you can avoid that thing, you can stop it from happening, instead of sitting there and grumbling and complaining. That's negative energy right there. Why would you want to carry negative energy around? Why? I don't think you should even think about carrying negative energy all around you, really. I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. Okay? Now, the next point when you should not speak is when somebody is acting up, when somebody is acting funny. please do not speak. You already know the person is acting funny. So why do you want to speak? The person is most likely going to drag you into his mud. So imagine, as clean as you are, somebody wants to pull you into his mud. No, don't accept it. Do not accept it, okay? Don't accept that. Don't allow anyone pull you into his or her mud. You are not a pig. You're not a pig. And if you are a king, you must act like a king that you are. Okay? Act like a king that you are. Do not speak as someone who is not a royal. Royals don't speak anyhow. So you must let your words carry power. Let your words carry power, a lot of power. Okay? Now, the next thing is that when you feel the need to, fill in some void of quietness, please keep quiet. You know, that time when everybody is quiet and you're like, oh, why is the place quiet? Allow everybody to keep quiet. You must actually not say something. You mustn't. Who says you must say a word? If you do not absolutely need to say anything, please keep quiet. Keep quiet and let the place be quiet. Because at that point, when you're trying to fill up that space with some talk, you may actually be saying the wrong things. And most times you may be saying things about yourself that you should not even say out. So it is safer that you keep quiet. It is a lot safer that you do what? Keep quiet. Okay? Always make sure that you do not get yourself into that mess of trying to cover up that space when everybody is quiet. Who says there's no time for silence? Who says silence cannot be golden? At that point, make your silence golden by doing what? Keeping quiet. Okay? If you're still with me, say hi in the comment section. All right. Can I tell you guys for a fact? I was reading somewhere that some sales, some deals were not closed. People lost some sales. Do you know why? Because the salesperson didn't know when to keep quiet. The person just went on and on and on and on. So, learn to know when you should do what? Keep quiet. As a salesperson, there's a tendency to want to explain because you really want the people to really understand, to get a hang of what you're saying. Fantastic. But also, as much as you can, try to do what? To keep quiet. So that the person has some time to process what you have said. But when you keep saying, keep talking, the person does not have enough time to process what you have said. So at the end of the day, you lose the deal. And in this year, we don't want anybody that is watching this channel to lose any deal. No. We don't want that at all. Nah. We don't want it, okay? So, I would want you to always give some time for people to process the things that you are saying. And when I'm talking about this silence, I'm not saying like 1 hour or 2 hours. Sometimes it's just a matter of seconds, just a few seconds. Okay, it's just a matter of seconds. Are you still with me? And of course, if you know me very well, you'd know that I'll always use the Bible to give examples and, you know, to buttress the point of what I'm saying. So the number one and the, you know, the most exciting example I have is Jesus Christ. When he was on his way to the cross, do you know that with everything they were doing, with everything they were saying to him, trying to make him talk, do you know that he didn't say anything? He just kept quiet. Imagine Jesus Christ in 2025. He would have said so many nasty things. Or imagine he were a Gen Z. He would have said a lot of things. He must not be nasty, but he would have said a lot. But Jesus didn't open his mouth. You know, these days it's easy to open our mouth and try to defend ourselves and all of that. I get it. I totally get it. But you must not speak every time. Okay? Now, Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19 says, too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouth shut. Be sensible and keep your mouth what? Shut. Too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouth shut. Proverbs 17, verse 27 says, a wise person uses few words. A wise person uses few words. A person with understanding is even-tempered. A wise person uses few words. So it means that an unwise person does the reverse. That's what it means. That an unwise person will do the opposite. So sometimes people are going to know if you're a wise person or an unwise person by what you're speaking. Okay? This year you are going to be wise. This year you are going to be wise because you will not just speak anyhow. You will weigh your words. You will. I trust you. And that's why you're on this channel. I'm trusting you to weigh your words. Okay? Now, the next one is Proverbs 21 verse 23. It says, watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Watch your tongue, keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Can I tell you the truth? Some people, it's their mouth that has kept them in trouble. So you see all that village people thing? Sometimes it's not your village people. Sometimes it's just your mouth getting into trouble. Trust me. It's not your village people, it's just your mouth getting you into trouble. And if you can get your mouth closed, you'll be out of trouble. So in this year 2025, talk to yourself. Do self-evangelism. Tell yourself in this year, whatever doesn't need to be said will not be said. Whatever needs to be said will be said. Tell yourself that this year, I'm going to choose my words because I'm a wise person. Because even a fool, when he keeps his mouth quiet, is thought to be wise. So, keep your mouth shut. You must not say everything. You must not talk every time. Keep your mouth. And sometimes, it's easy to get tempted to speak. Truly, it can be very, very tempting. So this year, we're going to talk to ourselves and we're going to say, no, we will not always talk true. We are wise people and we will show to the world that we are wise. We will not talk anyhow. All right? Are you still with me? So there are two things I want you to take home. If you forget everything that I've said today, I want you to know that you cannot learn when your mouth is open. So it means when you really want to learn, your mouth is going to be what? Shut. Most of the time, if you really want to assimilate, gain understanding of the exact thing that you're doing, it means you would have to learn to do what? Keep quiet. You cannot be learning and your mouth is open. If your mouth is open for all the time that you are learning, it means you are not learning. Okay? It means you are not learning. Hi, so say hi to me if you're still here. I hope I'm not all by myself. Say hi to me if you're still here. All right, and the other thing I want us to note is that when you are talking, you are not listening. Most of the time, check it. When you are talking, you are not listening. And most of the people that say they are listening, they may just be listening to reply. Ryan, can you keep quiet? Sorry about that.
What?
So it means that for every time your mouth is open, you are not learning. Okay? Anytime your mouth is open, you are not learning. So your mouth should not be open at every time. And this goes for everybody. This is not for a particular person or a particular gender. It goes for everybody. Silence is powerful. Silence is golden. And I'm not talking about the bad side of it where people say silence is silent treatment. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about positive silence. Okay? So if you have questions, please drop it in the comment section so that we can answer. And then you can go to bed and get ready for church. Tomorrow is Sunday. We are going to church. If you have questions, please drop them in the comment section so that I can answer your questions and then we can go. Any questions? And last week I said I was going to ask us how we've been using the power of silence. So who has any update for us? Because I said I was going to ask us last week. So what's the update? Have you tried to keep quiet and how has it been? Just 1 minute. Anyone? Was there any situation within the week or in the past few weeks that you've had to keep quiet and it turned out well? So let me tell you guys mine. I have people helping me with my babies in the house and they can be a bit difficult. So one of them was acting up and sincerely I just wanted to tell her off. Yours truly, I wanted to tell her off. But as I meditated on the whole thing, I kept quiet, thought about it very well. I said, okay, I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to get upset. I'll just be fine. Do you know what happened? I just started asking questions about the person's foundation, and I understood that it's not left for me to be patient because I am the one who knows more. I have more knowledge and I should be kinder. So, I hope this has helped you. There are situations that you may just want to yell or say something really nasty. Please do not. Just keep quiet and, as much as you can, think through the situation, and then you can now respond accordingly. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the background noise. Thank you for joining me today. I totally appreciate your joining me. If there are no questions, I'll round off. Apologies, my network went off when I started earlier on. I am really sorry, but thank you for joining again. If you joined, thank you. God bless you. Please get ready to go to church if you're a Christian tomorrow. Please do not stay back home and say you want to live stream. Please go to a physical church. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and do have a fantastic night. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Have a good night rest and have a beautiful week. I'll see you guys next week at 9 p.m. Okay? I'll see you next week at 9 p.m. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. We would love to hear from you as regards silence, how you've been able to keep quiet, you know, in the office, at home, with your friends, and how it has helped your relationship, how it has improved your communication, you know, and all of that, how it has helped your reputation. You know, we talked about all those things. So we'd love to see you guys drop in the comment section how you've been able to do that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your joining me. God bless you and have a fantastic evening. Don't forget to share this with your friends and your loved ones. Okay? We'll keep teaching these things bit by bit, and we are trusting that everybody will be all right. Okay? Thank you for joining me and have a good night rest. Thank you. Alrighty. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.